Welcome everyone, and thank you for spending a few moments of your time today with us. We have Apple's new iPhone 8 Plus silicone case, and a lot of the stuff we're going to talk about also applies to Apple's iPhone 8 case as well as the iPhone 8 Plus and 8 leather case. So there's not really going to be any major changes to get that out of the way. Unfortunately, no big changes here, but it is worth noting that the 8 and the 8 Plus case also work. You can read it in the fine print along the back with the 7 Plus and the 7. While it's clear the exterior of the 8 got a minor refresh, it's all glass and all that kind of thing, the physical form factor is pretty much the same. So these new cases, even though they say for the 8 Plus on the front or the iPhone 8, that works with the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 7 Plus as well. I mean, no real differences there in the size. They have all the same characteristics as in the past. You have the volume rocker on the left-hand side as well as that mute button cutout. You don't have to try to use your mute switch through some silicone. And the same thing on the far right-hand side. They are all very easily depressible. There's not anything hard. On the leather case, they still have those anodized aluminum buttons, which look really nice. Man, I really like the leather cases, but those have not changed either. You have a slight chamfered edge going around here where the lenses are. Lens cutout is the same exact size. It functions the same way as it has in the past. The interior is filled with a nice microfiber lining. It is very nice and soft, and it goes all around the sides on the inside as well, pretty much protecting your phone as much as it could in such a thin case. Like with all Apple's cases, to insert them, you put the top of your phone in first and basically run your fingers down the sides until you get the rest of the phone in, ending up at the bottom. Obviously, you can tell when it's on. It looks really nice. I always have loved Apple's cases, even though if they were a little more on the expensive end for what they are. But they do hold up really well. The outside of the silicone just has a really nice, soft, silky feel to it compared to a lot of the other silicone cases out there that we've seen. And they hold up really well over time. I've used many of them for over a year, and they do absolutely awesome. Of course, they do have a cutout on the bottom of the device. A lot of people don't like having that whole bottom exposed, so it is something to take into consideration, but I never found it to be too much of a problem. Because the cases are so thin, it is very easy to get to that mute switch. A lot of the ones are a little deep and can be a bit hard. It also has a slight lip there you can see on the far side of the phone, so that way if your phone is face down, the screen is never going to actually touch the table. There's also a little bit of a gap between the outside and where the camera lenses are, so the same thing kind of applies. Also worth noting, Apple says both of its silicone and its leather cases are compatible with wireless charging, so you can put this on your phone and still use a wireless charging pad with absolutely no issues. So what's that mean as far as what has changed since the last generation of Apple cases? That's right, the colors. There are just new colors here. You can see all of the great colors that you can pick this up in, including this brand new like ultraviolet one, which is really cool. And here are its more muted leather colors, just different ones for the leather cases, but they all look really great. If you would like to pick up any of these cases, you can find them at the link below. The silicone cases run $39 and the leather ones run $49. So be sure to check those out and let us know what you think of these cases down below in the comments. Otherwise, go ahead and subscribe, give us a thumbs up. And until next time, it is Andrew for IDB.